Well, my name's Niall McLean. I am a retired primary school principal. I'm happily married for 35 years to Ashley. I have three grown-up children, Adam, Holly and Rachel, and I have three grandchildren. That would be Jackson, Peyton and Bashir. I grew up in a loving family, mum and dad, and three of us brothers. I was the youngest. Because I was the baby of the family, I was quite entitled. Whatever I wanted, I got. That kind of followed itself into my adolescence and into ultimately married life. Life before Jesus was pretty good. I don't have any kind of nightmare stories about before I met Christ. I had a solid church upbringing as a boy in the Church of Ireland Church, although I didn't understand any of it. It was all rules, regulations, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Really, any kind of understanding of God was negligible at that stage. I was always a little bit of a rebel. I remember always taking the mickey out of teachers, even in primary school. Coming into secondary school, this rebellion kept going on. We kind of ridiculed the Christians in the school. We were heavy metalers, and we just didn't like school. We were anti-school, anti-authority, anti-everything, and we caused merry hell in Sullivan. We weren't well liked. I know I wasn't well liked, and so before I turned my life to God, I was a bit of a reckless being, but I was having a ball. I came to faith when I was 18. I was going out with a girl at that stage who was a Christian, and she was constantly at me, you know, you need to become a Christian, you need to become a Christian. You're going to hell if you don't become a Christian. And this really kind of stirred quite a bit of fear in me as I reflected over my kind of 18 years of life. And wondered, well, is what she's saying true? And because I was into heavy metal and rock, she introduced me to this concept of backmasking, which is hearing a message, a subliminal message, when you played a record backwards. Today, those backmasking is highly discredited, but at that stage, it petrified me. And I said, how do I become a Christian? And she led me into a confession of faith. That was where I kind of gave my life to the Lord, but it was under fear. I would love to say that it's been all unicorns and rainbows, but it hasn't. Whenever I became a Christian, I lost my friends, but I developed a new group of friends as well. At that stage, I also I was going through my A-level year and trying to revise, and the stress of it put me into quite a dark depression. And that kind of went on for a good number of years. I had to receive psychiatric treatment and medication, had to reset my A-levels, and then the depression carried me into Stranmillis. I nearly flunked my first year because I couldn't, the depression wouldn't lift. Christian life for me has been really an up and down trend, I suppose. I've had many highs when God has really used me in a number of ways that were the gifts of the Spirit, and the healing would be concerned, and giving words of knowledge, real highs of being close. But then I've also had prodigal moments, quite a few of them, where I've dipped and I've done my own thing and I've wandered away and, you know, just forgotten God and even betrayed God. But I know that He's forgiven me, and I know that He is with me all the time. I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 years ago, and I can see the legacy of bipolar from right when I was 18 with the depression, to walking away, running away from God sometimes. God has been just remarkable. His love, I know that His mercies are new every morning. Every morning, no matter what I've been up to. If I come with a repentant heart, He is just so eager to forgive. You know, I know that prodigal moment when I'm running to Him and He's running even faster to me with His skirt tails up and His arms held out. I know that God, I know that Father, and I've never known Him to turn away. I've always known Him to be waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't get it personally because I wouldn't. I'd be off. But He has never, ever left my side. The power of a transformed life means that you let go of your old self and you embrace the new.